Hey guys, how you doing? How's everybody out there tonight? See, it says 8 people, so that's not bad. I don't know if Mel finished his show or not yet, but I hung in there for a while. See, we got all the usual suspects here, which is good. Good to see you, Jody. Drone shots. Jerry Calvary was here a little earlier, but I don't know if he's here now. Art's in the green room eating donuts. He's got white powder all over his face. I guess it's from donuts, but giving him the benefit of the doubt and let him get rid of that white powder and clean up a little bit, and then I'll bring him in. And Ed, Love My Drones is here. How you doing, buddy? Art is here. Mad Kiwi. Hey, Craig, how are you? How's everything down under, my friend? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And that's it. So we don't have a 400 AGL size crowd because I guess I'm not as entertaining, but we're working on it. We're working on it. So here we go, and let's bring in His Eminence, Mr. Carlson. How are you, Art?
I'm doing good.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Boy, what a lag that had.
Yeah. Wow.
Now,
can you hear me?
that's really yeah, but you're got about a 2-second lag for some reason.
Wow.
Yeah, you just said, yeah, about 2 seconds. About 2 seconds. At least that's what I'm seeing on StreamYards on my end. I don't know what everybody else might be seeing.
Hmm.
You know what? Go out. StreamYards has been lagging and doing strange things. Why don't you back out?
Okay, I'll do that.
Open up a new window like I had to do to get my resolution up on your show. You remember it was terrible. Yeah.
Be back in a second.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. All right. So while we're waiting for Art to go out and come back in, Ray Kelly, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. More entertaining. Thanks, Greg. No, Mel, I like Mel. I like Mel, and I think Mel knows more people. He's been around longer than I have, and more power to him. I'd love to see a show get up to a couple hundred viewers. That would be nice. I'd like to see my streams get up to a couple hundred. Although I might get really self-conscious if I knew I had too many strangers watching, people that I didn't know. It's very comforting to know the people that are watching you. That's like having a little get together with your buddies instead of putting on a show. Although I do have 1 or 2 people that insist on giving me a thumbs down every week, and I don't know what that's all about, but leave a comment if you don't like something. Tell me what it is. If you don't like me, go away. Go look somewhere else. That's all. We all have the right to vote with our feet. There's a lot of streams that I don't watch, and I just go away. Art, say something.
Say something.
There you go. You're right on cue now. Right synced up.
Good.
Yeah. That had to have been. Oh. Okay. The battle of the sound effects. Chris Hope is here. Hi, Chris. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. I miss anybody? Chris, Kiwi, Ray. I think I said hi to everybody. It only shows that one place says I got 10. Another place says I got 7. So I'll go with it. I'll go with the 10.
Go with 10.
And I think Carlos actually came in a little. Somebody who said had goat, GOAT. I think that was Carlos. and he went. So if you're out there, Carlos, come on in. You too, Ed. May as well.
Oh, there you go.
So the flying.
Yeah. How did that go?
Well, the weather's been just terrible.
Same here.
Terrible. It's been terrible.
Cold and raining here.
We've just had wind, and I did get these guys keep telling me that I should, I need to fly in the trees. So I took the Tynyhawk out. And,
There you go.
And just flew just a little flight. It was the wind was blowing about 8 miles an hour, and it kept pushing it one way. But this was, I said, okay, I'm just going to put it in a stabilized mode, and I'm going to fly around some trees to make Carlos happy, and Ed happy. And then after this flight, I went ahead and did a second flight in angle mode, which was pretty good, and I was really proud of it. And when I got in the house, I went and got my card out of the goggles, and I realized I had forgotten to push the record button, and didn't record it. And all these other guys are going, yeah, sure you did, Mitch. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure you did. But I was doing this kind of stuff. It's a little tougher to do in the acro mode. It's like trying to fly indoors in acro. The stabilized mode, even a lot of the big time guys will, when they're flying around a lot of little obstacles or even racing, will use the stabilized mode because you have much more precision control over your steering. Angle, love my drone. Angle or horizon. Well, angle and horizon, Ed, are both stabilized. The difference is the horizon mode. Once the stick travel gets over past a predetermined setting, usually 50, 60, 70%, whatever you have, then it lets it go all the way around. But as soon as, in horizon mode, as soon as you let go of the stick, it's going to level itself. Whereas, in acro mode, it doesn't do that.
Right.
Yeah. So, this was cool. I got through it. I made it through. Let's do an instant replay on that. Because it was the most exciting thing that happened. And I hit the tree there, and then I hit the leaf and hit the branch, and like the Energizer Bunny, it just kept on going. And that's the benefit of having a little quad, because I was flying this little quad, which has... I got my own sound effects machine, Art. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. BFTS. What does that mean?
Back from the sky. I did it somewhere else, and I forgot to change it.
What did goat mean? What was the goat business?
I don't know where you saw that. That wasn't me.
Yeah, somebody had come in.
I know who it is.
If anything, it was Dan.
No, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it before. Yeah, that had to be. Yeah, that was Dan.
Of all time.
That was Dan. But he went away. And I mean, the thing is, when I'm running my countdown, I can't bring you guys in because it'll show up right on top of my countdown. Now, if I hadn't gone live yet, then I could bring you in and say, "Hey guys, how you doing? Hang in there. I'm going to go live." But once I hit that go live button, I have to turn my microphone off and make sure I don't change scenes or anything like that, or bring anybody in, because it'll just go right out on the stream, and that's what you'll see. So, if Dan is mad at me because
no, he's not mad.
I didn't jump right on him. Sorry about that, buddy. But
he'll be back if he wants to be here.
Click the magic clicker one more time and come on back.
Anyway, I'm proud of you going through those trees. Good job.
Well, Carlos, I do fly around in the house and go through much tighter places than those trees. And so it's not a big deal, but it was a little breezy. It was a little breezy out there. But I want to really get comfortable doing that kind of stuff in acro mode. As opposed to
Carlos, did you get a new camera? You look a little sharper than usual.
Maybe it's the internet. I'm using my cell phone as a camera, which is one I usually use.
Oh, okay.
And you have the lights on. Having the lights on helps.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. And the other day I was using the laptop because right now I'm on a chair with a cushion. I was on the couch. One day I may get a computer chair. I don't know. We'll see. It's just, it's hard to sit for 2 hours.
Yeah, I know. And I did something to my back last week, and it's been acting up. I had a bad back all my life, and it's just
Lower back?
Yeah, I've got some compressed discs, and I got a thing back there that I hang upside down on, orthopod, and that helps. It
the
stretches.
inversion table.
Yeah, it stretches it out.
Oh, you have one of those?
Well, what I have is called an orthopod. It looks like a sawhorse, but it's got you lay on top of it, you put your feet behind, your legs behind something, and then the whole thing just allows you to hang from your waist, but you're not hanging from your ankles. You're actually leaning over it, and it lets you do.
That's more of an arch.
Yep, no, but it stretches your back out, and it lets you do back extensions and inverted crunches and things like that. But the best thing it does is it unloads your spine, lets all that good spine juice flow in there.
Guy on the commercial.
Yeah. But no, I don't know what I did, and it doesn't take much. I mean, I can go out there and build a house and not hurt anything, and then if I just twist funny one way, boom.
Well, I
bungee jumping, the bungee jumping would
morning.
really help it. What's that?
Bungee jumping.
I was stiff this morning from all that walking and climbing up that bank of the river yesterday. And boy, was I sore. I mean, and that bank was steep. It was like a 45-degree angle. And I'm trying to find a way to get down to the river, and I got about like 2 feet away where I wanted to go, but the drop was, too deep. I mean, I could get down there, but I wouldn't be able to get out of there. So I decided, screw it, I'm not going to do this by myself. If I had someone come with me, then I'd try and do that.
Yeah, somebody'd have to throw you a rope from the top and help you.
Yeah.
And haul you back up. Yeah.
Yep.
So here we are, and tonight we're supposed to be talking about technical stuff.
There we go.
Which is good because I don't want to talk about politics.
That's good.
I've had enough politics.
Did that on my show, Mel's show.
I stopped in to say hi. Honest to God, Art, I stopped in to say hi on your show, but I didn't have it in me to listen to any of that crap today. I just had enough of it.
Yeah.
I've absolutely had all that anybody can take of the crap that's going on, and what happens is I try to divert myself to stop thinking about how ridiculous. And there's just so much of it that it's kind of hard to stop thinking about it. And then I tune into Mel's show, and the first thing, boom, more politics. So I want to try to I want to try to stay away from that. So somebody, tell me what you'd like to talk about tonight. I've been up to is I've been trying to learn this Arju pilot. We've been talking about that.
Right.
So I have 2 of these Tyro 129s, and they do have a Maytech F405 flight controller. That's the target that they use. Even though it comes from Eachine, it's still a Maytech flight controller, and there is an Arju copter version of Arju pilot for this particular flight controller. And I thought, well, I've put it on that big helicopter, but if the big helicopter does something strange, it's toast. If I start experimenting with it on a quad and the quad flips out, the worst I'll do is break a prop, but that's probably the worst. These things are
right.
You could take these things and use them as a weapon if somebody were to you could kill somebody with this thing. So I've been playing with that, and I actually got it on. I got the thing flashed, and interestingly enough, it set itself up pretty good. It found the GPS and the receiver without me telling it what UARTs. That surprised me. It works. So I went ahead and I'm going to show you a little bit of what the setup is like. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to plug the battery in, plug the quad into the computer, go over here to Mission Planner, and get you over to that screen there.
Oh.
Okay. And then we have to connect up here. Connect. There it goes. It's connecting. It gets all the parameters and does all that other stuff when it connects.
Right.
And I don't see where it has, the GPS does not have a fix yet, but it is blinking, and it probably will get a fix because it does pretty good in the house here.
Mitch, while it's linking, you have Minnesota Paul and Drone Days that joined your chat.
Oh, how you doing? Minnesota Paul, how are you? And Drone Days, good to see you. Glad you could make it tonight. One of the regulars. Anyway, I got this thing, so it's all plugged in now. The battery is plugged in, so the motors will run. And I can also scoot over here and get my little receiver.
Mm-hmm.
This thing, my little ground station, and let's see if I'm getting a OSD. Can you see? I guess you can see that there is something going on there. If I take the lens cap off the camera,
Yeah,
you'll see there's a picture. Although it's green screening out or something, but I can see it, and I'm hitting my mouse and zooming in, and I don't want to do that. So let's zoom back out again. Well, that was certainly zoomed out. Where did I go? It's showing me out in the ocean. That's not. I don't want to be out there. I want to be in Florida. Come on home. Here it comes. Okay, it just finally got a fix.
No.
And now it knows where. It sure took a little trip, didn't it?
Yeah.
But now it got a 3D fix.
No.
And it actually is showing itself right. See where the arrow. I'm right here in the house, in this corner, so it's getting more accurate and starting to creep to exactly where it is, which amazes me how accurate. And the lot that I fly outside, that's this empty lot next door to me where I go out and play with the drones. So that's good. So we got a GPS fix now. If you look over here, you'll see that it is working. When I move the quad around, it follows so that works pretty good. I've got the compass.
Real quick, Bumpy Vlogger came in to say hello real quick. He's not going to stay long, but just wanted to show some love.
Thanks. Thank you, Lloyd. Yeah, you take it easy. Take care of yourself, buddy, and good to see you. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. So I've got the compass is pretty well right. But one of the things that's bothering me is the little picture of the quad here is not showing it as an X frame. And I don't know if that's right or wrong. So let me go into the setup here and see what the frame type is. Okay, it's got the right frame type, and the reason I was concerned about that is because I got this all set up. I did take. Oh no, I mean I've got it set up as. That's not what it looks like right there. Where's the?
Yeah.
Where's the quad that? That's very weird.
What'd you do?
Well,
You know,
nothing. I mean, these are the things that I'm trying to understand about this.
Yeah.
Is it's I did have a problem. I had it all set, and I went into the setup, and I went through everything.
Right.
One of the problems with ArduPilot is it's been around a long time, and there's been so many different versions and so many different ways to set it up. And if you try to find a video or instructions on it, you got to be careful, because half the things I found were 5 years old. So it's not being used all that much. And when you go through the documentation online is enormous, and you can sit there for weeks reading it. The radio calibration I did, the servo output was where I had a problem. I had the motors, evidently they're not wired the same as they are in a normal X quad. They've got I found a chart of their motor numbering, and I had to switch all this around, because when I did put some props on it, and I did take it outside, and I did arm it, the props spun up, and oh, here comes the goat himself. Maybe he can help on this ArduPilot. Hey, Danny.
There goes the neighborhood. What's up, Dan?
How you doing, buddy?
What's up, man?
We're talking about ArduPilot, and I'm trying to put it on this Tyro129 here, and I seem to have everything working, but the motor assignments were screwy, because they motor their numbers differently than Betaflight does.
Okay.
Betaflight traditionally, motor number 1 is the right rear.
Right.
On ArduPilot, motor number 1 is the right front.
Yep.
Motor number 2 is the left rear. It goes
Okay.
across. Then it goes, motor number 3 is it's strange. So the only place that I could find to really change anything was in the servo output tab, where you assign motor 3, motor 1. So I did get it to where I could go into the motor test, and when I say test motor A, the first motor number 1 spins. When I test motor B, motor number 2 spins. At least it did the last time I tested. Motor number C, motor number D. That's weird.
Dan, do you see the chat at all? No, right?
No, man. Like I said, I'm on my cell phone, and
Yeah,
I don't know how long.
I'm just letting you know, Michael McReynolds and Ed Love My Drones both said hi to you, and
Yeah.
Mr. Casey.
What's up, everybody?
All right. Anyway, let's get out of that. Anyway, that's where I am on that. I'm trying to learn it.
Let me ask you a question. How come you're putting it on such a small quad?
Because he can.
Well, this is 7-inch, and I don't have a big quad yet, but I want to learn this. So and I'm putting it on these helicopters, but I really wanted to get it flying on something before I actually tried to fly that helicopter. If a quad flips over, no big deal. If a big helicopter flips over, because you got a problem.
ArduCopter and ArduPilot, they favor hexacopter rigs, fixed wing gliders, helicopters. Quadcopters are a different planet, man, when it comes to that stuff. There's actually GitHub downloads that come preloaded for people just looking for certain things, where you can just make adjustments to what the kV output is on the motors. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have a whole installation on GitHub just designed for people that have already done it, to make light work of the situation for anybody testing for future stuff.
Well, I'm doing it, Dan, to become familiar with how it works.
Okay.
And where the different places in the software you go to set the different parameters and everything.
Okay.
And tuning it. So, I'm not looking to make it really fly great. I just want to make it fly in stabilized mode. I want to be able to fly it in acro mode, but not so it rips like a Betaflight, finely tuned Betaflight, just to make sure I can fly it around and bank it, angle it, roll it, and loop it, and then I want to do the return to home and land. You know,
Sure.
I want to make sure it'll do that, and loiter. Want to see it loiter, position, hold, and hold altitude. You know, so I thought that it's an inexpensive quad. It's it's that Tyro129. I've got 2 of them. The other ones they both had INAV. I had INAV on them, and INAV worked great. The thing hit the switch, thing come home, land right where it took off, all by itself. Come down
Right.
nice and slow, settle down, shut off the motors. But I'm experimenting, and like I say, before I plug these big batteries into that big helicopter, I want to make sure I haven't done something fatally wrong. All the controls seem to move in the right direction, but you never know when that thing starts spinning up, and if it flips or if it decides to go, it's a pretzel. You know how these helicopters are. They turn themselves.
What
They
would
turn
cause it
themselves
to
into
flip?
pretzels.
What would cause it to flip for no reason?
Something set backwards, for example.
Any wrong code, Barrick, would cause it to do something wonky.
So there's no idiot-proof kind of.
No.
No,
Go ahead.
Yeah, every servo direction, for example, if you have a servo that controls the pitch, when you move the stick to the right, it needs to make sure it's like ailerons on an airplane. Okay, if you move the stick to the right and the wrong aileron goes up and the plane will bank left, it's reversed. Well, that can happen on a servo on a helicopter as well. So so what I did, if you remember on one of the live streams, is I actually ran it up without the rotor blades on it, where the rotor tilt is controlled by those paddles. And I made sure that as I moved the stick to the right, that the rotor disc tilted to the right and back and forth. So I think it's correct, but I feel much better about it. In fact, I've got a helicopter here, that T-Rex 600, that's less expensive. And I'm thinking, well, not only that, but there are parts available for it. So if you do wreck it and strip the plastic drive gear, you can get another one. If I wreck that big orange thing, there's no parts. There'd be no fixing it. It would just be throw it away or use it for pieces for other projects. So I'm thinking about, I've got a Maytech 765 wing flight controller, which would be perfect for that T-Rex 600 size, and I may actually fit that one up first, put R2 Pilot on it, and risk it.
Timeless Truth also joined us, just so you know.
How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, well, we got a nice group of people, 19, 20 people.
By the way, Art, it's good to see you. Carlos Head Prick, how's it going, buddy?
I'm doing well. I actually like watching and looking at you and seeing you. You know, when I do go to Florida, I am going to come visit you. My son's in Orlando, so I will come.
Well, we all want to get together, all of us, in one place. We'll meet up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I got stuff you guys can crash, man. Just let me know.
Now, I have a serious question. If I drive into Florida, will they stop my New York plates car for any reason and tell me that I got to sit somewhere for 2 weeks?
I think are we past that now? Are they still doing that?
We're past that.
We're past that.
Seriously? No problem. All right, here's a serious question now, Dan. When you drive, do you see out-of-state plates much?
All the time.
Yeah.
Most of them are weirdly New York and Alabama. Well, Alabama, of course, because that's really close to us. But I see a ton of Alabama. A lot of Florida plates, obviously, still. I see
a lot of Midwest, a lot of Illinois, Michigan.
Yeah, I see a lot of
you do see New York plates.
Northern plates.
Yeah, but that's because so many New Yorkers are snowbirds. And they've been here. They've been here since September, October, November. They just haven't gone home yet. So they still have their cars here, and they have New York plates on them. So
I just don't want to get harassed because I have New York plates, and they're going to think I'm like a walking coronavirus for driving.
There are so many New York plates here in Florida. You got nothing to worry about.
The worst you got to worry about is stop and seizure protocols here.
I have nothing to seizure.
Nah, take your Tynyhawk. That's the worst going to happen.
I'm making light of the
warning.
New York thing, man.
Put your hands on the yellow circles.
Just so you know, just Mihap joined us, and he's not like the rest of us, and he's okay.
No,
Oh, you know him. Okay.
I told just me Hop that we were going to be doing this stream. He's an FPV
Cool.
guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
in-
Give him, well, we will give him a blue wrench. Welcome, my friend. Thanks for coming in.
Is
He's
he in Florida?
yeah, he's local to my area. I've been out flying with him a couple times at Sulphur Springs Water Tower. He's a solid dude, man. He's trying
No,
to grow.
I know him from Rulin's channel.
Yep. So if any of you guys haven't subscribed to me, Hop, check him out, man. His flights are killer. He is a very advanced pilot.
Yeah.
He's really
FPV.
good. Very talented FPV pilot.
Good. There's a number of really good pilots here in Florida, but not me. I'm just a beginner, but we've got some killer pilots down here. Hell, the whole Rotor Riot crew is in Orlando, aren't they?
Yeah. I don't put in enough stick time to be amazing. I'm okay. I just do it for fun, man. I'm not out, I don't go out to break my quad every time I fly. That's no fun fixing them constantly.
Well, I'm the same way, Dan. I've been doing it just a little over a year now, and my style of flying is come over from RC. So I fly these things. I like to fly high and big and smooth and just cruise.
Well,
I'm a cruising kind of a flyer.
I will say with my 3-inch, I've been getting a lot more ballsy when it comes to blowing.
This thing
Absolutely
is a lot of fun here. This little Tynyhawk race.
Yeah.
These little things are a blast.
Yeah.
The only, what the problem with these things is? They're so easy to lose.
Yeah. Well, you got beepers, man. Hook up the beeper on them.
Well, there's no big beeper on this. You got these tiny little motors, and they don't beep loud enough to hear over the crickets.
Can't get the ESCs to sound off very well.
Nah, they're
Not
very
even.
quiet.
Not even.
Yeah,
What you got to do is you just got to arm the props.
Yeah,
So you can hear it
spin up the motors, and I did that with this the other day, and now I have one black propeller and 3 red ones because I did a turtle mode and one of the prop flew off. And I couldn't find it. But I did find the quad was in. That's the problem. The quad was just in the field next to my house. It's just grass, no trees, no overgrowth, and it still disappears.
Now, Art, aren't you getting into FPV? Didn't somebody send you some, or you bought a little kit?
Yeah, I bought this drone right over here. I got this on a police auction website, and I sent it to Mitch, and he fixed it up for me, flew it. It flies. I got the controller. I'm going to go, I signed up for Velocidrone, and I'm going to start practicing on that. And when I feel confident enough, I'll take it out and fly it around.
Art, I have a question, man. I know, and feel free not to talk about this if you don't want to. It might be a little touchy, but I know that your hands have some problems. Do you perceive that as being an issue for FPV?
No.
I don't. You can still grab the sticks pretty easily,
Yeah.
Do you have functionality of full wrist motion, or do you have to use your arms?
I've got kind of a limited range of my wrists.
Okay.
Yeah, he flies camera drones.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, this requires a little bit more snapping. That's why I was wondering if you had to go full arm motion, or if your wrists were actually. So you may want a piece of advice I may have for you is if you still have small amounts of motion like this, where you don't have to overextend, right?
Right.
You may want to just turn your sensitivity up. It'll be a lot more gauzy, but you won't have to move nearly as far. Small little maneuvers will make all the difference. So if you turn your sensitivity and your rates up, you won't have to go full extension on the sticks like you would a GPS quad.
Okay.
That would be the only suggestion I think I have to really assist with that. That and dynamic filtering, obviously. That'll really help the flow.
Okay. Well, Art's got to flow around his apartment with his little Tynyhawk before he starts flowing out there with a 5-inch.
Yeah.
Do any of that, Art, with that little what do they call that? The easy pilot?
Yeah, I can't get the camera to work. I mean, I could see the video, but once I take off, it just disappears. It just goes to snow.
It sounds like you're on the wrong channel.
Really?
And did you try? And you counted the blinking lights?
All the channels. Yep. Because you can do a channel search on it, and I've go along, I'd see where, oh, I got video there. Let's try that. Nope, that's not. Go to the next one. And I've gone
So
around.
have you tried searching when you put it at the complete opposite end of the goggles, like at the other end of the apartment, by the piano somewhere?
Yeah. Put it
No,
on
you
the-
know what I
yeah.
mean. Like if you're
Yeah.
standing, on the east side, throw it at the
Right.
west side of the apartment,
Yeah,
and then
if you search when it's close to you, you're going to get harmonics, you're going to get adjacent channels. But if you put it in the other room and go back completely across the house to the other side and then do a search, then you're going to more than likely
I'll try
find
that.
the actual channel.
Right.
And if you can find the channel that way, then you know you get range on it. And if it then craps out on you, once you've got the goggles set to the right channel, then you got a problem somewhere, a wiring problem or something that isn't range.
I'm
Yeah.
curious here, Art. You said you had video feed. What happens when you arm it? You automatically lose feed when you arm it?
No, it arms and the props will spin. And once it starts taking off, all of a sudden, snow.
I wonder if that's your VTX might not be good in that. You shouldn't have that problem. Even
Okay.
I mean, that sounds like a problematic issue. That doesn't sound like signal you know what I'm saying? That sounds like a deficiency in power to the VTX maybe. It's like all of a sudden it starts off really stout, but then when the motors have to draw more, that's when it craps out the VTX. I wonder if you're having a VTX problem.
Ah, okay. All right.
And you're using a good battery, I assume,
Yep.
charged.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah,
you get all your telemetry on your goggles. It tells you. I assume you one cell. That's what you're starting off with, right? 1S 3.7.
Mhm.
So what? Fully charged, it should be what? 4.18, something like that.
4.3, 4.4.
4.3.
But I
Okay.
don't know that quad has OSD telemetry.
I don't think it's got telemetry.
I don't.
It's not Betaflight. It's running. It's not on Betaflight, Dan.
Yeah.
It
No?
runs. No, it's one of those beginner deals. It
Yeah,
looks like a
mine is
Tinyhawk, but it doesn't have a
Yeah.
USB plug to plug in. It's basically kind of like the Eachine M50. It's got its own little operating system, and
So I'm guessing then that that's a
OSD.
one board with the receiver built into it and the VTX built into
I'm
it as well.
pretty sure.
think
I'm
so,
pretty
yeah.
sure that it's got
Oh, man.
everything built in. Yeah.
I wonder if that board itself has problem. The whole board might need to be replaced.
No,
You bought it brand new or was sent to you?
It was sent to me. I bought it. It was unopened return.
From Amazon.
So I'm wondering if it might be the drone. I've been thinking about getting the one of the Tinyhawks and see if that'll work because it'll work.
Get the Tinyhawk 2,
Okay.
because the Tinyhawk 2 has the RunCam camera in it. It has a
Right. 200
200 milliwatt switchable, 25, 100, and 200 milliwatt transmitter,
Right.
and it flies great. It's this and the Mobula 6, from what I understand, although I don't have one.
It's savage. For a little 1S, it's savage.
Mhm.
Have
But
you tried it? Dan?
Yeah.
This on 1S is pretty controllable, but it'll get up and scat if you want it to.
Yeah.
But for first starting out with this, just flying around indoors in angle mode, just trying to get used to seeing it through the goggles. That's
Mitch,
a great
just so you
little
know,
quad.
Night Train has joined us, and also Rat RH from Colorado.
Oh, hey Rat, hey Mike, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Put
And
the
yes,
channel
the
on
Tiny
your
Hawk
OSD. Yeah. Well,
It's a
that's
2X.
the problem, Drone Days. There is
and-
no OSD on Art's little quad. You already got the goggles. You got Art will work.
Yeah.
And you've got your Tyrannus QX7, which
Yep.
is
That's right. It'll work.
which
with
you
it.
can bind right up to that little
That's
SPI without even having to find the bind button. If it's SPI, you go into Betaflight, go into the CLI, you'll type the bind RX or bind RX SPI command, depending on which version of Betaflight you have, and away you go.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, Art, you probably are having main board problems because you go from having solid FPV to motor draw, and then it just dumps power, and you don't have any feed at all. I would assume that's probably.
I mean, it'll fly, but I just
fly it like your Mambo or the Tello for now.
Yeah,
just so you
fly it line of
so you
sight.
get used
If
to
nothing
your,
else, just get used to the sticks.
Exactly.
It never hurts to learn how to fly line of sight.
Yeah. Oh no, it makes you a 10 times better pilot when it comes to
FPV. It really does. It does.
Mm-hmm.
That was the problem I had.
Oh, and I love flying that Tello.
Have you figured out the Sims yet, Art?
That what?
The Sims.
No, I
the
haven't
simulator.
tried it yet because I'm having some weird issue with the Velocidrone. I can't seem to get into it to pick one of the runs, and I've got the cable. I can hook it up to my controller, and I could start flying around.
Did you sign in
with it? But
you signed in.
There you go, Art. Read that, Art.
I can send. Oh, all right. Well, thank you, Rick.
Well, that would be really nice.
That would be
Rick?
awesome.
Rick is the most humble dude on YouTube.
Yeah.
He is such an incredible person, man.
He's the most generous. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He sent me this for my birthday, Dan.
Oh.
He sent me this little Tinyhawk race.
Rick is such an amazing.
A fishing rod.
Yeah.
I think it was like a 3-piece fishing rod, and with the case, and it's a nice rod.
And I saw what he sent Dennis Lovelady, the ukulele case, but there was a ukulele in it.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
Well, Art, if he sends it to you, you better put it to use. That's all I say.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I definitely will when I get it. Oh, now I'm jazzed, man.
All right, and we'll get it set up. We'll get it set up for you and get your radio hooked up to it, because that's going to use your Tyrannus radio, not that hokey little EMAX radio that comes with that kit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you, Art. You're getting advanced quick here, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're going to be an FPV guru pretty soon. We're going to have to watch out for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to fly with Sean Oz. He doesn't live too far from me. He's up in the mountains from me, so.
Ed says that he can't get his QX7 to work with Velocidrone.
I'm having the same problem, man. I can't get my jumper to communicate with Velocidrone either.
It's got to be drivers.
Well, I've already downloaded them, and the game accepts the driver. It understands its jumper, but as soon as I go to do anything, it just says it's not connected. It's really weird.
Really?
It's something to do. I'm ready to reach out to the Velocidrone team and start going, you guys really need to get things hammered out here, because this was expensive, and you're asking me to keep updating my license for this. So I'm going to need you to solve some problems here.
Isn't there... what is that noise I keep hearing? Is that you breathing, Dan, or?
What's that? Oh, I just thought, there's I'm out in the parking lot. It's windy right now. Wait, guys.
Oh, it's the wind. Okay, it sounds like some rumbling. Okay, I just wondered where it was coming from.
It's a little windy out here.
No, it's okay. Yeah, it's windy here too, unfortunately. It was raining today too.
Yeah, same here.
It's sprinkled on us, but I'll tell you what, man, it wasn't enough to bug up our flights. We were terrorizing it around Brian's.
Well,
we're having a good time.
Next time I go to my daughter's in Tampa, I'm going to make a point to make sure we can get together and go fly. Yeah, even if it's just Sulphur Springs or someplace,
I don't care.
Yeah,
we try to avoid Sulphur Springs. That's it. That's
we're losing you, Dan.
We're losing your sound, Dan.
Oh, am I back now?
There
you go. Much better.
Sorry. I'm relying on LTE to get me through this here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's good. It's good and strong now.
So,
no, Sulphur Springs, you got all these homeless people there keeping you company. It's nice.
Yeah. That, the crack wagon that pulls up, that always is something to behold, man. When the crack wagon pulls up and they all pile in, I'm like, holy mackerel. And then they disappear for 40 minutes, and that pulls back up, and the door opens, and a massive waft of crack smoke rolls out, and so do 15 people. That's like, holy mackerel, what just happened?
Drone Days says he found the answer on Bardwell. I think Bardwell's got a video about getting Velocidrone to work.
Windows up.
Okay.
And there's a couple of different programs I think that you might have to. It's the same thing with Betaflight. Until you get the right drivers on your computer, you never hook up to a flight controller. So check that out. I've used both my jumper and my QX7 on the Velocidrone without any problem whatsoever.
Well, the jumper's really easy because all you do is create a new model, and then you set it up for USB, and then you put it as SIM. And then you hit enter, and it activates it, and then it becomes a driver. And then all you do is plug in the USB port, plug it into the PC, and it should register as a usable transmitter. Yeah, but it doesn't. Velocidrone doesn't accept it. It's stupid.
Huh. I just turn off, on that model, just turn off both internal and external modules. Because, you don't need to be transmitting any signal using battery or whatever, or heating up your transmitter module while you're playing with the SIM. But
the answer is yes.
Yeah.
Let me try it. Let me try it here. Let's see here. Where's the stupid? I'm waiting for that kit, that adapter kit that has the USB plug replacement with the little charging deal. Yeah. I ordered it a month and a half ago. It never got here. I wrote them a letter and said I never got it. They said, and it was only $4. And they said, oh, it got intercepted by customs and returned to us. And so we've sent you another one. And that was a month ago, and I haven't gotten that one yet either. So I'm waiting for the next email that says they grabbed that one too. Yeah. All right. So I got the USB. I got the USB plug
for you, Mitch, for not getting your item.
Yeah, and don't make me, Art. Don't make me take that little buttons away from you. Like I said, I got my own. I got my own buttons here. Yeah, go ahead. Provide sound effects. That's okay. All right. So we plugged this in. You guys didn't hear it, but I just heard the little USB sound. And let's go over to this monitor over here. And
Drone Days is talking about something about the controller. No, the controller. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Anybody know?
I can't read the chat, so I don't know what he's talking about.
It says no, the controller. Anyway, I got the controller plugged in, and now I'm going to open up Velocidrone. Now watch. Now it won't work. It amazes me that anything works with with as many different things as I've got plugged into my computer here. All right, so it takes a while to boot up.
I'm not exactly happy with the graphics on Velocidrone either. I think they could be way better.
Have you tried liftoff then?
I did. I just played with it today on Brian's computer for the first time, and I think I was operating on somebody's home built track that didn't have any color. Anything.
No, I like this. I use the coastal scenery, and it's pretty cool. Rick Halber, that Tynyhawk. Art's got a QX7 Tyrannus. That'll work fine. It'll work fine. We can bind that right up to
multi-protocol. Should be good.
So there you go. And I need to select the. I guess I need to turn on my radio first. Would be nice. I didn't turn it on.
I don't know. I plugged my X-Lite in liftoff and it's up right away.
That's great. Had to turn it on. Go in here. Say joystick. Go. Oh, hey. All right. Look at that. Look at that. It just did it all by. That's not me, guys. All right. So let me. You know why? Oh, stop it. I got the wrong model selected here. Okay, we got the wrong model, so let's
Yeah.
find the simulator. That's pretty neat, isn't it?
Yeah.
You guys can't hear. You guys can't hear it, can you?
No.
Can you hear it?
No.
Because
No.
I can hear it. It's going crazy. There it is, simulator.
This-
Oh my God, you're blowing. my
Okay,
mind.
there we are. So now we got the channel mapping is correct. Okay, so I'm in and I can fly it now.
Drone Day says his QX7 stopped working and it was a Windows update.
It was a Windows update, did it?
That's
No,
what he
so
wrote.
it's working.
You don't have your setup for realistic stuff, man.
What do you mean?
Okay, so like example, like right now, man, average drone that didn't have like 600 to 1,000 milliwatts, you would have already crapped out by now on signal.
Oh no, I have it set up so I can just keep flying without.
I know. I like to make it more realistic so I know my boundaries and I understand what's going to happen when I start getting lines and cut out. Like these are all things that are going to happen in real world, you know.
Yeah, the controller he has is going to work with the Tiny.
Yeah, this works. I mean, this works fine. I have a ball with this thing, and it's good practice too.
Yeah, but I see you fly through and around things on this a lot.
Of course I do. Yeah, and I do power loops and all kinds of stuff.
I've come to the conclusion.
Boom.
I've come to the conclusion I'm just a FPV NASCAR driver. I only like to turn left.
No,
Well,
that's not good. Is it?
Everybody favors turning a certain way. I favor left turns too. So I have to force myself to turn right. You know what I mean?
But in my head, I build a course, a track. When I first do my first flight, I see a track, and then as soon as my brain connects to the track, I go, well, let's get it, and it's always left. Left, 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 left. If I have to, veer right, left. I don't know why. My brain automatically just wants to go into NASCAR mode.
Oh, wow. So Michael McReynolds, wait, who's in? Yeah, he's in the basement listening to the radio because of tornado warnings. That's not
Oh, boy.
above and beyond drones. He's here.
Anyway, this works. It works great. Works with my QX7. I like this particular bit of scenery. Has just a lot of stuff to fly around and fly
Right.
through.
Fly faster. You're not ripping, sir.
All right, I'll rip.
There we go. There we go. Rip it.
Whoa!
Don't give
hello.
yourself time.
Oh.
That's why we rip, so that you don't have time to make corrections. You just have to naturally do it.
Well, remember, I'm an old fart, brand new FPV pilot, man.
Rip. I'm full send. Rip.
You gotta get out of the comfort zone.
Exactly. Make yourself uncomfortable. Every time I go out and fly, I try to do something super uncomfortable.
See now you guys. This is what's going to happen if I fly live with you guys. You're going to force me to do.
Yeah.
With this thing, it's easy because you get reincarnated every time you crash.
But what we're trying to teach you is how to throttle blip to get out of situations. You know what I'm saying? Or make really hard cards. You got to handle.
I understand. No, I understand what you're saying.
Once you get that down, you can start. Nice carry through. Rock out with your
Almost. But that's what the simulator is good for. Is for practicing that stuff. Like there's a boat over here that I keep practicing trying to learn how to power loop. And I wish you could hear I don't have the audio of this output of this program going into my mixer.
You can hear it.
Yeah. Can you hear the motor?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you could hear it. This thing here is fun to power loop.
Go. 1 o'clock. Did you go far enough? 1 o'clock.
Almost. That was tough. That was tough to get through. All right, let's do it. Let's do it a little bit bigger this
You
time.
go 2 o'clock on that, I think. Try for 2 o'clock this time, Nick. No, I don't know, man.
float.
Now.
Nice pull.
Float. Whoa. Wrong way, Goldfarb. But you know, it's great to practice stuff, you know, like that with the simulator, and it's close enough to real flying.
Whoa.
Can't hear the chat with the loud motor.
Oh, the motor's too loud, is it?
Yeah. It's
Okay, well, hang on a second. I can probably fix that. So hang on 1 second here. Let me see which channel this motor's
I gotta
going
stand and
into.
stretch.
Which channel is this motor going into?
Well, you can just adjust your master volume.
Oh, I got it here. Okay.
Everybody's liking the mute button.
That's
There you
better.
go, much better.
Yeah.
Okay, good deal. All right, let me put this back over here.
Okay,
Back
now
to
rip
the
Tater.
simulator. Yeah, it's much quieter, but you can hear it now, can you?
No.
Yep. Yeah, we can barely hear it, but I can hear it.
Yeah.
It's audible. It's good enough. You can hear when you power punch it and stuff.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's all we need.
Well, I could turn. Okay, I forgot I had actually ported I put a virtual audio cable connecting this to my mixer. Oh, foo. Oh, I'm still flying.
Is Mihop still in here?
Yes.
Is he really?
Yeah.
You should invite him on panel. Give him a link, man.
We put a link earlier so people can stuff.
I can't hear you, Carlos. You sound like you're really far away.
Yeah.
He put a link in earlier so people can check out his channel.
Oh no, I meant bring him on panel if we're up for it.
Oh, that's up to him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to see
sure.
if Mitch would be up for bring him. If you can send him.
Well,
up.
if you can,
Hook him up.
if one of you guys wants to send a link, you got it.
Anybody on a
If you-
PC,
if
you
you,
can drop
if
the
you know his
serial?
email, address.
Oh, wow, he can give you it. Hey, Mihop, if you want to join us on panel, man, conversate with us, bro. Just drop your email address. We'll see if Art. You think you can do anything with that if he drops it?
I might be able to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, Art can forward it.
All right. Yeah, I'd like to get him. He's a bath full of knowledge, man.
Look
Is
at
that-
me flying around in this building here, will you? See that a month ago I couldn't do that. I just kept crashing into everything, trying to fly around in that building.
How many people we got in here right now?
17.
Not too bad.
Ah, it's fun.
It's just hanging out with Mitch night.
Yeah, what the hell? It's fun to do. It's fun to just orbit around stuff like that.
Mitch, I think you should fly through that crane tower right there.
Through it?
Susan? Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but there's and they make it interesting because there's stairs in it too.
Oh yeah.
What's really cool is you fly into you drop down into the buildings through these openings here. Got to line
Does-
up for it.
Carlos, listen to him change the subject. Like, let's get off that. I can do this.
Yeah, I can drop down into the building here.
I saw that. I was like,
I already picked on Mitch enough, so.
Oh yeah, you guys. I'll tell you what, man. Find
Oh,
me.
Mitch. Oh, okay, go ahead.
When call me back when you're 73 years old. Let me see how your flying's doing. All right.
I hear it.
I'll probably be dead by then, honestly. I got too many medical problems, man. I'm Humpty Dumpty at this point.
D-Hop wants you to dive the crane tower.
The crane tower. Okay.
Excuse me.
Did he drop
did that.
his email?
Yeah, I got it. I'm sending you the link.
John Spizzo has joined the chat. Actually joined a little while ago.
I'm gonna dive right. Well, I'm gonna dive right into the tree.
There we go.
That wasn't that good. Let's try that
Send
again.
you the link.
Remember, we're talking about a brand new FPV pilot here.
Well, you got to go to a split S and then aim straight down off a split S. That'll
Right.
really correct your situation quickly.
Up and twist.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh.
I hit it. Went right up underneath it. All right, let's see if we can't get there fast here. Really rip here.
That's
All right.
true.
So-
Love My Drone
so
says
basically-
FPV guys push other brothers because
So
they
what
want
you're
them
saying is to split
what
S
you
here
think.
and then dive
Yes.
down like this.
And then
huh?
drop.
Okay, I get you.
Yep.
I get
Spin,
you. Okay.
spin all the way down, dude.
Okay. So let's
Go up
do
for your
that.
split S, and then on the way down, give a spin.
down.
All right, so we'll line up like this.
Up over
We'll
the
do
top.
we'll do
spin,
the
give you
split
room to
S. We'll
calculate.
come
There you
down and we will spin around like
go.
this.
Guided control all the way down.
There
Boom,
we
you
go.
got it.
Cool. Okay.
Pull out last
Pull out.
second. Boom.
There you go.
Nice dive.
Hit the.
Oh,
Oh, I'm in it. Get it. Ah, shit. Oh, look out. Yeah, that wasn't bad. So let's try that again.
Did
Let's
good.
climb up.
See,
climb
this
up
is
to
why
this thing.
this is why you have friends push you, man. We can help you with this.
Yeah, and then split S. That wasn't really a split S, but
Nope, you want to come right up over the top and then split S down and then control your
I
guided
see, yeah, I
down.
see what you're saying. Yeah, that wasn't that good.
Mitch, when you're over the crane, try pressing the return to home, see what happens.
Yeah.
There it is. Guided down. Boom.
I'm too far away from it.
Too far away.
Oh,
Oh,
There's a thing there.
you think?
What's
There's
that?
a thing
I
there.
wonder what's in here. This is cool. Oh, look at this. This is neat. Oh,
Actually doing-
oh.
Right now.
Oh, look,
Sorry.
you can go right up. You can go right up through the middle here. How cool is this? Oh! Don't hit it! Don't hit it! Oh, bang! Oh, shoot! Oh,
Mitch.
oh.
Is me
Yes.
hopping the backstage? I just want you to make sure to check.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. But
Yeah.
this simulator, this scenery is pretty cool, isn't it, Dan? Don't you like
Yeah.
this?
Like I,
I
said,
mean, it's got race courses too that
I
you can.
know.
That you
I haven't
can
been able
do
to
it.
fly any of them because I can't get the stupid sim to work with the jumper. I have the original T8SG jumper,
But-
and it just does not work with Velocidrone. I've come to the understanding.
But I'll tell you what, no matter what anybody says, yeah, it may not be exactly like real flying, but it is enough like it
Well,
to really give you a leg up on.
it's only designed to teach you the physics of it. That way you can try moves and understand the physics of how the move is going to work.
But it's also good for coordinating pitch. I mean, roll and yaw.
Right.
You know, yeah. Whoa, hello.
That's what I'm talking about. You learn your orientation, your physics of the drone. That's really what this is designed for. This is for testing moves that you want to
Whoa.
try to perfect.
oh, boy. Oh,
I'm glad we started here, not a real tower.
just made it through.
Yeah, your drone is literally unbreakable.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew. 2 o'clock punch.
Oh man.
Oh,
You know what? I like this to try. It does make you want to try to fly through little shit.
Of
It's
course.
And the one thing that the one thing where that's like it should be easier than I make it. But there's on the side of this boat over here. There's windows, and they go through. See?
Listen, Mitch, did you see
the
my
windows?
video?
And I always hit the post.
Mitch, did you see my video
Yes.
where I flew through the truck?
I've seen you fly through a truck. Yeah.
Okay. Listen, man. Everybody lost their mind on that video, and I can't figure out why. Dude, you could have thrown a mini cruiser through the size of that hole. You know,
There we go. Oh,
everybody lost
I made
their
it.
mind because of that flight. I don't understand. I got so much hate because of that video.
Hate? Wait, why hate?
Hate.
It's jealousy. They're jealous,
People-
Dan. It's
people
just
were
jealousy.
mad that I made
Jealous.
a video, a live stream talking about why the trucker got upset with me. People got mad at me because the trucker was upset with me. It was the goofiest thing I'd ever seen.
Dan,
If I go
that evening after that happened, did you sleep well?
yeah, because I had to talk with the driver afterwards, and he thought I was spying on him, is what it was. So it's like the first thing that comes to these people's mind: "Are you spying on me? What are you doing around my truck?" Blah blah blah. The point was, he was in a stationary vehicle parked in a public parking lot in a legal fly zone. I'm going to fly through your trailer if you present me a huge gap right in the middle of it. It is now part of the obstacle course. You shouldn't have parked there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, these guys, and it's funny you say left turns. I always tend to roll to the right.
I roll right and I
turn
left.
to the left, roll right. Yeah, and it's
Yeah, I'm
an
the same way.
old habit from RC days.
Mel has joined us, Mr. 400 AGL, just for the record.
Hey Mel, how you doing, buddy?
And
400.
Like above
Ooh,
and beyond.
trees.
I think he was here from before. He's here.
Here you,
Mr.
we got trees out here.
Is Mihop here yet? No.
No, I don't see anybody. I glance over there once in a while,
Okay.
and this thing gets to a point where you do fly out of range, and it starts to go all fuzzy on you. If you keep going off too far in this thing,
Well, apparently you're set for.
there it
10,000.
goes. See
Yeah,
see what
okay.
it does there? Yeah,
You know why? Because that's out of bounds.
it's to simulate. Yeah, it's to simulate the fact that you've flown too far, but it comes back.
Yeah, I try to make it a point to turn left, right, roll right.
No, I'm having such a hard time convincing my. I always go left because I'm just used to it. When I go right, it feels awkward. It's like, oh, okay. I just need to go out one day and just like glue my left stick so it doesn't go that way at all.
Yeah, yeah.
Or have somebody 3D print me a stick stopper, so whenever I try to push left, it won't allow me to.
You just got to be conscious of it. That's
Nothing
it. I'm
but
looking at
the
all my
whole
simulator on.
Whole week of right hand turns. Nothing. Just go out, just right hand turn it all day.
It's asking him to record.
Oh, look at this one, guys.
What's asking him to record?
Whoa, look. Cool. Huh? That was the best dive I ever did right there.
Doesn't that inspire you to do that outside tomorrow somewhere with your little?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a crane and tangle my drone up in it. That's what I'm gonna do.
Industrial strength steel versus 5-inch. Get it, bro.
Real quick, Art, is anything that you sent me, Hop, sending him? He says it's asking him to record.
No.
No.
No, there's a
Is that-
StreamYard link.
Yeah, I just sent him the
I'm not
thing.
sure what he means then. It's asking me to
Yeah,
record.
you must. No. You don't need to hit record. You just go in the studio and set up your camera and your mic. Make sure that works.
Do it on
Hey,
a phone. You have to
hey.
do it on Chrome if you're on an Android.
Right.
Mitch, I'm gonna drop
Yeah.
out real fast. I'm gonna send him the share link you sent me. I'm just gonna go
Okay.
to Facebook and I'm gonna go to Facebook and just blast him with it.
Whoa, look at that. That was a great one there.
I'll be right back, y'all.
All right.
Adios.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
It reset.
Mitch, I noticed that you have an icon on your desktop that goes into Velocidrome. I don't have that.
Well, that's a shortcut.
Oh,
I just created a shortcut for the program because the program resides in a folder.
Right.
okay.
So in a folder, in the app folder in the thing, you know, and it doesn't install itself. It just runs right out of the folder. So create a shortcut. You know how to do that?
Oh, yeah.
And then move the shortcut to your desktop, and then you got an icon. So you don't have to open that stupid folder every time you do it.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
That's what I'm here for. See, I try to practice these little power loops, like if you're going to go around a tree, you know, something like
Right.
this. Whoop, and then
Ooh.
How about you go straight and split S so that you can turn around?
like this.
Yeah, but do it in a smaller space, so to speak.
Oh, hello.
Whoa!
Whoa.
New props.
Always end up on the bottom of the ocean.
Like just a quick turnaround with a split S. There you go. That's it.
Yeah,
It's a good way to,
that's
it's a
easy.
good way to
That's-
turn around quickly.
Or the opposite, which is an Immelman term, where you just go up like this and then roll over.
Right.
Continue on forward. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, we got.
All right, let's see. Immelman
There
in.
we are. Okay,
Is that me hop?
Mihop. Hey, hey, how you doing, my friend?
Me hop, I jump.
Good. How y'all doing?
Sorry, couldn't resist.
Good. Good. Thanks for coming in, man. You. I don't expect you're learning anything from me, are you?
Well, I'm learning this chat thing. I ain't never done it before.
There you go. There you go. So you're over in Tampa, huh?
Yes, sir. Up in Western Chapel.
Oh, no kidding. Okay. Yeah. You know where Trinity is?
Oh, yes,
You know
sir.
where-
There's a mall over there that I've been eyeballing every time I go by.
Yeah,
Multiply.
my daughter. I'm over here in Melbourne on the other coast, and my daughter lives in Trinity, and
Oh, wow.
I get over there once in a while. So the next time I get over that way, I want to hook up with Dan and maybe you and some of the other guys over in Tampa, and so I can really embarrass myself in person instead of doing it here live on the on the internet.
It's all fun. Just everybody tries to enjoy themselves as long as you know your channel you're on, and we just all have fun.
I've been
Help
flying
each
that
other out.
I've been flying that DJI FPV system too. I love that. Have you tried that yet?
No,
Oh, you need to. Well, maybe you shouldn't, because what happens is it spoils you. Most of the guys who've tried it basically say, "Oh shit." Most of the guys that try it, they say, "I wish I hadn't have tried that." You know.
Oh, the new. Oh, no. I don't want nothing to do with that.
The digital stuff, yeah.
It's really. I like the picture that it gives, but no one else flying with you can watch it unless they have the content.
Yeah, they got to have those goggles, and they can watch in spectator mode. But for me, I'm pretty much a loner over here. I don't have anybody that I go flying FPV with, and I'm always out there by myself. So I'm not missing out on it. And I have a number of analog quads that I fly. But when you fly the digital, the picture is just so damn good,
Yeah, it looks amazing. I get so much rad with an analog, but
Oh, I
but
hope you
heck,
guys
you're
aren't
doing
getting.
good.
I
I'm
hope
the
you guys
same.
aren't getting bored watching me fly the stupid sim here. Yeah.
Where'd everybody else go?
Well, Carlos
I have
is
I have
gone.
to stretch my
Oh,
back
wait a
up.
minute. I gotta bring Dan back in. Here we go. Okay, there you go. All right.
Killing me, kid. You're killing me.
There's
I'm
pew,
sorry.
pew.
That's because the producer director here is busy playing with the sim. Jesus, what did I do? It
Yeah.
ran away. It's ran away with itself. I can't
Here-
stop it.
I wanted to touch on that DJI thing. Here's why you're going to find a lot of analog pilots don't want to make the switch. And what it comes down to is that you get a lot more telemetry from analog than you get from digital.
You do, although they are catching up now. DJI will give you give you your flight mode, your GPS stuff, your home arrow, your coordinates. It gives you your voltage, gives you a timer.
Does it show elevation? Can you attach the GPS and get the GPS telemetry on the screen as well?
Yeah, you can. That's the
Okay.
last. They got that in the last release, and you can get it both in INAV and in Betaflight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Now, interestingly enough, you don't get it on the DVR though. It overlays it live when you're flying, but you don't get it. You don't get it on the DVR. So if you make a recording of it, you won't see the telemetry, but you will see it when you're flying. So I like the idea of having the telemetry on the DVR in case you lose the damn thing and you want to find the the coordinates of it. That's one of the reasons it's nice to have a GPS. You know.
All right. So, Mihop, we fly the tower, right? Often. We go out there enough, right? On the back side of that tower, Will Vidal goes out there and flies, and he let me try FPV with his DJI setup. And every single time on the back side of the tower, I lose frame rate horribly.
Really?
Yes,
Did he have it set to 700 milliwatts or 25 milliwatts?
Garbage, horribly, highest settings you can go.
Really?
Yeah, it just craps out on the back side of the tower, and I don't have those issues with analog. He's never crashed his rig. It's set up, but every single person that goes out there with the DJI setup always complains about the backside of the tower. You skip frame rates on the backside for whatever reason.
I thought it was supposed to be good on through concrete, but just not good through trees.
Well, a lot of the guys have had a lot of great luck with it through concrete, haven't they?
I agree with that, and that's why I don't understand what the tower is producing to cause that. I don't know if
Maybe
it's the tower or
got
something.
a shitload of metal in it. Maybe there's just so much rebar in that thing that it's screwing it up.
Well, if there's issue with trees, that means something holding moisture.
Didn't think about that.
Just like your regular analog, if you go after dews or rain, and you go on the backside of a tree, you get that video because the tree's holding.
True. I never thought of that. That was the first time I've ever heard that. Interesting. Huh.
But I don't know nothing about DJI except for very pretty pictures and supposedly iffy with trees on.
Yeah.
But yeah, from what you're saying, that's all that I can think of. Maybe I don't know. Moisture. That's all that I can think of.
That's like the third or fourth person that I've seen go out there, and every time, doesn't matter what setting it's on, backside of the tower, as soon as you clear the backside of the tower, just frame rate goes out the window.
Hey,
You gotta
Dan.
power punch it up to see what you're doing.
Whoa,
That's
look out.
wild.
Dan, changing the subject.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of Ed's live flies? You know, when he flies live?
Ed?
Yeah, love my
I don't
drones.
think so. I get most of his videos, but I don't think I've ever gotten a live notification other than his regular streams.
No, what I'm saying, when he goes live and then he flies his little Moby 6, have you seen that at all?
No.
You
We're trying
haven't,
to
huh?
get different people to join the same live and like take turns.
Really?
You know what I mean? Do
Well,
like a live fly-in, so to speak.
I think what I'm gonna do, man, is I'm gonna order that little stupid thing that goes to your phone that connects, that has a dipole antenna.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that way
I've got one of them here. It's a
Amazon has it. Yeah.
what is my camera? You know what? All this SIM stuff locked up my camera. I'll be damned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it locked up my main camera, having all these different things plugged in. I told you, these stupid. You try to do too much. So what I need to do, guys, is I need to leave you. I need to leave you alone. I need to close my StreamYards, my OBS, so it'll just go gray and reopen it again. So let's try that. Okay. So, I mean, I'm still. Thanks.
Do we get to talk about him?
No, I'm
Can
still
he-
here. I can hear you.
He can hear us.
I'm still
Damn it.
here. I just shut my video, the video side of my broadcast down. So
All right,
now
let's just talk about him anyway.
Let's get OBS open back up again here and
We'll talk shit till you get back. Deal?
see if it picked up the camera. There we go. Okay. All right. Back in
You're
business.
good.
I have the technology, guys.
Actually, you're a little low.
What?
It seemed like you were stuttering a little bit there. I don't know.
No, that's Art with his sound effects.
Oh no, you are stuttering. Your
Yes,
your
I am.
frame rate has dropped horribly. I wonder if your
really?
computer's
Yep.
getting hot.
I don't know. I'm not going to reboot my computer again.
I
But
wouldn't. We can live with it.
yeah, you have to live with it, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I have
Yeah,
a
I
feeling
see that.
your
Yeah, I
computer-
can see it. I can see it on the stream here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if
Yeah.
when your computer cools down, it might start working a little better.
No, it's not my computer. It's the
Oh, you caught
connection
up.
to
caught
StreamYards. Yeah, I have a problem. Oh, I did catch up. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah,
Great.
I've got the this camera I could use, but that way you just basically
Yeah.
be looking at the back of my head, slick
So-
as it is.
Everybody that's here should subscribe to Just Mihawk. He is an incredible pilot, and
I have been a while ago. Right,
What's
Mihawk? I've been subscribed to Mihawk for a little while now.
Right. And he started watching Rulin's stream, which I've known from 3DR Solo. Well, Rulin started following me because of 3DR Solo and RG Copy. But I met Mihawk actually at a meet. I didn't realize he was friends with Rulin and all the rest of the guys on the team. But yeah, he's solid. He's a really solid guy, and I'm sure actually Mihawk will probably answer a lot of FPV questions from guys that are curious about things. How long have you been doing
Well-
this, Mihawk?
What's your fir-
About a
what's
year
your
and a
first-
half?
What's
Year
your
and a
first name? What's your first name?
Chris.
Chris. Okay, Chris.
Yes.
Sounds better. That's
Well,
better.
I like to say the YouTuber's name on here because then people that are watching, it's easier to embed that in their head. If I just
Okay.
say Chris, then
Yeah,
you see what
okay.
I'm saying? Do it for a reason.
Okay. Well, let me turn on the. I don't have the names turned on. Let me turn on the names so everybody can see the display names. There you go. Okay. How's
My
that?
name is not accurate, well, it is.
The goat.
But
yeah,
the name's not
goat,
accurate, by
yeah,
the way.
The goat. Oh, hey, speaking of Back to the Future, did you see that guy? I forget his name. Who put up that reunion
I
video
did.
of the virtual reunion?
Yep.
And
I had
and
an
the and.
Absolute blast with it. I had a blast with it. There's a part 2 as well. But yeah, I watched it. Absolutely.
Incredible, wasn't it? And the song they did where they sang the
Love.
incredible. I thought it was incredible.
So yeah, they're actually talking about doing a part 3, and it's going to be about Marty's kids. And Emmett Brown, whatever his Christopher Lloyd says he's willing to play a major role in a part 3 if they decided to do it.
Right.
So,
Yeah,
Oh, that'd be
it's
cool.
part 4,
That'd be cool.
by the way.
Part
oh
4.
yeah, you're
yeah,
right. Part 4,
four.
man. My apologies. I
Part 3,
think part,
they went
part
back
3.
to the
But man,
Wild
Christopher,
Wild West.
it took us a couple seconds to get used to Christopher Lloyd. He looks,
Yeah,
he's gotten so much older, and
Yeah. Well, he always looked old, but now he looks like he's starting to look old.
It's your kids.
he looked old on Taxi, even way back then.
That's what I'm saying.
He made the show. He was good.
Yeah,
Him and Latka.
him and
were the
Lotka, him and
three.
Andy Kaufman. Yeah,
Mhm.
Andy Kaufman was a real piece of work, wasn't he?
Yep.
I liked when he did his Elvis. And
Oh,
his,
yeah.
he used to wrestle the women.
Mhm.
Oh, the wrestling. Well, that wrestling and that movie about him, Man in the
Oh,
Moon,
yeah.
that Jim Carrey did. Jim
Yep.
Carrey almost went nuts. I mean,
You're right,
he
Colin.
became Andy Kaufman. Yeah, he became Andy Kaufman. in that
Andy
movie.
Kaufman was the first original internet troll. I am convinced, man.
You think?
That dude is the first troll born ever.
Who did he troll?
Everyone.
Everybody.
Everybody.
That wrestling stuff. What the It was.
He played the congas really well. I don't know if you ever seen him
Oh
play though.
yeah. He was that was one of his first shticks was with the conga drums.
He was really good, and the Elvis was not bad either.
Yeah, he was a talented guy, but he was a little out there. Just
Cancer, right? Got him.
Yep.
yeah. And what was it? Jerry? What was his name? Jerry Lawler. Who was the wrestler that?
Oh yeah.
Jerry Lawler or Lawless. Anyway, this guy was. I figured he was going to kill him. I wondered how much of that was an act and how much was real. It was.
So is this your
and Ed said I look better with a gray screen. Thanks. John Spizzo.
Oh yeah, he's cool, man.
He's all right, John. We will have to give you a blue wrench too. Welcome to the
John.
channel. Trying to build a little community of FPV guys here, and thanks for coming in. All my salespeople here, all my regulars are shilling for me.
Mihab, is this your first stream? Like actual jumping on a panel stream?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
All right.
Wow, good. Got a virgin. Oh, you got an airplane back there. What? You fly?
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
fly?
all kinds of goodies in here.
Do you fly RC airplanes? Do you?
No, that was given to me by a buddy of mine because he didn't want me to buy a wing. So he gave me that, and it's already FPV. I just have to buy a special module for crossfire. That way I can use crossfire on an airplane.
Okay.
So just been, not jumping on that just because I've been so wrapped up in quads. And then,
Well, I've been putting flight controllers in. I've been doing RC for over 50 years, and I fly everything from jets to helicopters to and now I'm putting some flight controllers in some of these fixed wings, which is cool, and I'm experimenting with ArduPilot too.
I think one of the RC truck guys just pulled up. Let me go talk to this guy real quick. He's buzzing an RC car around the parking lot.
Oh, show us, man.
I mean, I suppose it could. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
No, that's all right. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna mute your audio because of the wind.
There you go. Oh yeah, that's true.
There we go. That's better. Yeah, it gets a little windy. So Dan, if you can hear me, just wave your hands in front of the camera when you want to talk, and I'll unmute the audio. Okay, I unmuted you.
Are you here for the car meet?
Steve Carpenter has joined the chat, Mr. Mitch.
Oh, Steve, how are you, buddy? Welcome. I guess you got home.
Saying hello to everybody.
What do we got here?
Even me.
Oh yeah, we got an RC car here. Yeah.
You here for the RC car meet? Just playing around? Awesome. This is where they come to
All
play.
right, let's see what we got here. We got
Tracks
a
is
little
rough.
everything on this. A little everything on this stream.
Yeah. Should get my Robo Master out there.
What's that? Yeah, it's in the car. Talking to a whole group of guys on drones right now. They want to see you do something crazy.
Oh, cool.
He
There
is.
we go.
He's talking to you.
Oh wow, really?
That's crazy enough.
Where is it?
There it goes.
Oh,
Oh,
ouch.
nice.
Recovered, too. Look at that thing. It's got a lot of power, doesn't it?
The wheelchair.
It's like all torque.
Ah, Bill, Metro Drones. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Welcome. Good to see you.
JDS Canuck is Cluck, as I call it.
JDS, how you doing, my friend?
Holy cow.
That's cool, Dan. There we go.
This thing is ridiculous.
That's cool.
Headlights and all.
Am I missing
What's top
anything
speed
else
on
in the
that?
chat?
60? 60 plus, really? Wow, that thing screams. Oh my god.
Cool. Boy, that's
Dude, that's
really
awesome,
windy.
man.
It's windy out there, isn't it?
Sorry, yeah. All right, I'm going to go
Yeah,
sit back in the truck here. I know it's windy. Sorry, guys.
that's okay. We need to get you a little wind muff for that thing, you know.
Yeah, right. It's my
Little
phone.
Little dead
Cat.
cat action going on there.
Well, that was one of them, but apparently he's a little annoyed that more people didn't show up. So I guess the whole meet didn't really go through.
Oh, well, how's the weather? It was raining here a little bit. I don't know how you guys are doing over there.
Well, let's just say it's it's interesting. It's windy right now, and there was thunderstorm warnings a little bit earlier about when it was going to happen, and so I don't know, man. But it is what it is. Even if they don't show up, I'm probably going to fly regardless of the wind.
Oh, you're out there to fly tonight, huh?
I mean, I was going to chase these guys. He's the only one that showed up. Normally on Sunday nights, there's apparently like 50 people here, and they drag race through this parking lot at over 100 miles an hour.
That would explain the goggle. That would explain the goggles, then, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. You know what? I wasn't even thinking about it, bro.
I was just going to say something, Mitch.
Dude, I've been wearing them for so long. They just become part of you, you know?
How comfortable is that? I don't know. Those look much cooler than the FXT, though.
Yeah, and the DJI ones are bigger. You know, they're bigger, especially with the analog mod on the front. You know, you
that
guys
just looks like you're going to an Ant-Man costume party.
Yeah, but I got the analog mod on here, and I have the Immersion RC battery pack. It's pretty hefty, but it's comfortable. And I couldn't wear it on my head for a length of time like what you're doing there, Dan.
Man, dude, give it up, bro. These Amways are super comfortable. I don't even notice.
Well, I can't wear regular goggles, even because I have glasses, but I have prism correction, Dan.
Right, so diopter.
I'd have to get special made diopters. You know, I have to have because of between a little astigmatism and the prism. If I just put regular magnification diopters in it, they'll be sharp, but I'll see two pictures, one over the other.
Right.
I'll actually see two images, and the prism correction brings one of my eyes actually sees higher than the other one. There's no cure for it. You know, you can go and get some risky surgery on the muscles, but that never works out. It's not worth it. Yeah. So you get glasses that are one lens is a prism that bends it down enough so that it's. Mm-hmm. And it's been a pain in the ass whenever you have to look through binoculars or wear goggles. And I envy the guys that can wear these light little Amways and Fat Sharks. You know, guys like Carlos and Ed and me, we started out with the Viper FXTs, which is like wearing a refrigerator on your head. You know?
I can live with it, though. It's not heavy. It's not cumbersome.
No, but these...
And I take the bottom off, so it's really open.
These have worked out great for me because I've got digital and I've got analog, both in one. And the DVR in these things is terrific. So...
damn, that car's fast.
Mitch, they make lenses. They make prescription lenses that you can get for Fat Sharks.
Yeah, but he's saying one of his eyes sees higher than the other.
No,
so
I could get lenses made. I could get lenses. They'd be very expensive. There's a place in Germany that makes them. That's where Joshua Bardwell gets his from, some company in Germany. I've got links to two different companies that you send them your prescription and they make you the lenses to fit into the goggles, you know, like the diopters with your prescription. But mine would cost about $150, and the odds of them getting them right the first time would be very slim. Very slim.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, so I'd be going back and forth, and then the DJI goggles came out, and they fit. I don't know if you can see it, but they fit right over the top of my glasses.
That's
perfect.
what I've been hearing. Those are super just for going over.
Yeah. Is that you, Dan?
No, I don't know what that is.
Who's making that noise? Who is that? Is that you?
Not me. No, not
I wonder who that
you?
was.
Might have been.
That was really loud, bro.
Yes, Art. Don't make me mute you, Art.
I'm like, what is happening right now?
I swear, It's like Art, you're 60 years old. I mean, it's like I got a bunch of children in here.
Oh,
and
come
I'm
on.
like
In a bunch.
yeah, but I'm the ringleader. That's the bad part, you know. I'm the biggest kid in here, you know. You guys know that. Anyway,
All right.
I shouldn't have had this cup of coffee. It's got me all wound up.
Rich, I was
show,
over
Art.
in Melbourne a couple months back.
You did what?
I was over in Melbourne a couple months back.
Oh,
Wow.
were you really?
Yes,
Where'd
sir.
you fly? Where'd you fly?
Some government building. It was they had a vet center and all that. I have a pin to it. I don't remember
that's
the exact
over in
building.
that's over near the stadium, over near Space Coast Stadium
Yes,
and
yes.
Vieira. Yeah, yeah.
I
That's
don't know about Space Coast Stadium. I know there's a school just across the road.
from the government
And
center. I know
Yes, sir.
exactly where you're. I know exactly
that
what you're
was
talking
awesome.
about.
That was awesome.
There's some nice places to fly around here. We have a park, huge park that nobody ever goes to. The thing is mile wide. I mean, huge,
Tampa. Huge.
huge. It's huge.
Matter of fact, you live over there by Melbourne. My buddy Brad, B-Rad FPV, he lives over there.
You know, I met
You don't have many people to fly with.
I
And then was
met
thinking,
one
my
other
friend-
I met one other FPV guy here, and I know there's another guy here is Drain Man. You ever hear
Oh,
of
he's
Drain
over
Man?
there?
He lives
I didn't
right
know
here
he was
too.
over there on
Yeah,
that coast.
he
I
lives
thought he was somewhere
in
north.
no, Drain Man is in Palm Bay, and he has another plumber friend of his. I think his name is Jason. I met him out.
Is that Drain Man?
Drain Man, yeah, DRANE. AINMAN, Drain Man. He's
Oh, okay. I found him.
he's got a pretty good channel. Yeah, he's pretty.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Pretty popular.
tutorials and stuff. And yeah,
Yeah, he's right here too, and I haven't hooked up with him yet, but I did hook up with one of the local FPV guys. But you know, I'm not. I guess I'm a little different than your average young FPV ripper kind of a guy. I'm slightly older, more mellow. I don't fly the
that's
same
understandable.
style as you guys.
Everybody
I
flies
come.
different.
I enjoy cruising and relaxing. I don't mind going through gaps and things, but
You're in it for the
what is-
flow.
yeah, I liked, and as I want to be smooth and graceful with it, and
He likes the
I'll-
feeling of flight, like everybody
Well,
else. That's
because
cool.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's the way I am.
and,
I don't do a lot of tricks, but I'll do like just crazy fast through gaps and like really close to. Just you'll see some if you look at my channel.
yeah,
It's
I
like-
will. I'll do
I like
that.
a lot more flow than trick.
You know, like Drib here in Orlando, LaDrib. He's a terrific pilot, and he really does concentrate on the flow and the transitions from one maneuver. Nothing jerky or abrupt. It's finding a nice line. But
Yeah.
I don't crash a lot either. The way I fly, I tend to be very, very cautious, and I've explained it to the guys many times before. And the reason I'm cautious is because I come from the world of RC, where you'd spend 6 months building an airplane, and you were, not crashing the airplane was the most important thing.
But Mihap, I've seen some of your flights of the trucking containers. Holy, that just is
But that's
asking
not
to
a lot of
punish the
tricks, though.
drone. Huh?
That's not a lot of tricks, though, right? There was like
Well,
a lot
no,
of
but
throwing
you are
and
hitting some of
tricking.
the tightest, quickest. I can't even understand the physics of how you and Sean are flying that stuff, bro.
I don't just,
So what size you
that's
fly?
why I messed
6S or
up.
you fly 6S or 4S mostly?
all 6S.
All 6S, yeah.
Yes, sir.
And
I
you
was
build
the longest time running. Say again?
you build your own quads and do all your own soldering and Betaflight
Yes,
stuff like that.
I
Oh,
was just
good.
taking I was just tearing one apart just a minute ago. I got to put a new stack in it because someone plugged in on me the other day and I destroyed a stack and a camera and motor, an arm. Yeah, that cost me like
Well, good. That was
$200.
that was the purpose of why I started this workshop. I call it FPV workshop. Is for guys that are beginners, kind of like me. I've been doing it a little over a year, but I've learned a lot about Betaflight and INAV, and I'm working on ArduPilot now and flight controllers and soldering and building quads. And I've built some quads online, and I want to bring some more of that kind of stuff to a smaller group where we can concentrate. You know, you go into Joshua Bardwell's channel, and you'd be one of 800 people, and you're not going to get much personal attention. But somebody comes in here with a problem, we got a bunch of guys, we try to work through it, see if we can't figure out what it takes to fix it.
Before we go any further, Art, I think you're confused by what Mihop was trying to say, and I know that you heard it, but maybe Mihop, maybe you should explain to him what happens with signal crossover and impedance when it comes to people plugging in.
Oh, it was I think it was like 3 people plugged in as they plugged in as I took off, and we were all on. I think 2 people were on race band on the higher end. I was on 1. They were on 7 and 8, and some odd guy on F something. But the channels got jammed up, and I was flying good. And I'm not sure if they plugged in as I punched out, but I was about 100 foot up inverted with no signal, and I couldn't tell what was going on.
Did you pick up their channel?
No, after about 3 or 4 seconds of straight fuzz, I took my goggles off and just started cursing. I was cussing them out. And then, no one admitted who was all plugged in, but yeah.
Yeah, I did that. I was flying once. Somebody plugged in a remote control car with a FPV, and that's what I was seeing. I was watching him setting it up. My video just, and I had to just cut the power, and it's frustrating.
Essentially, what happens, to break that down a little bit more, is that when sometimes you get noobs or people that forget to ask, "Hey, who's on what channel?" They connect, and then it blacks out a bunch of people to the point where they can't see, and then they're crashing because of it.
Well, you know, back in the old 10 years, 15 years ago, in the world of RC, before the 2.4 digital stuff came out, you had to worry about turning your radio on when another airplane was in the air. And if you went on top of the same channel as the other guy, you'd shoot his airplane down. So at the flying field, you had to actually impound your radios. When you got to the field, you had to put your transmitter in an impound area, and you had to have a clothespin with that particular frequency number on it before you could take your transmitter out of the impound area. That's true of the radios we're using. You can't interfere with somebody else's quad with your radio, but you sure as hell can step on them with your video signal.
Mihop,
you have to be careful.
Mihop, I was wrong. They are showing up. I got a group of trucks now parking out here and pulling out their cars. So yeah, Sunday night is crazy night. So if you wanted to do this next Sunday, let me know, bro. I mean, I know we're pushing 10 o'clock now, but I assume they would have come out earlier due to weather, you know.
Yeah, if I would have known earlier, I got off tomorrow, I definitely would have came out. But yeah, I'm already in for the night.
No, I feel you. But security.
Do you have to wear masks? Do you all have to wear masks?
I mean, I'm going to wear a mask, but
are you?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, getting around people, I don't know where they've been.
I'm going to get out here. It's getting
all right.
late here, so thanks for having me on.
Okay, Art, good to see you.
Carlos, good to see you guys.
You're off tomorrow, right? I hope.
Yeah, I have tomorrow off, so I'll be.
All right, enjoy yourself, Art.
All right.
Take care, buddy. Here you go. Here's some exit sound effect for you.
Okay. All right, good night, y'all.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Mija, feel free to chill until his stream's over. I got to roll, though, because I got to go take care of this. Carlos is a good guy. Mitch is a good guy. Feel free to chill as long as you want, man. Unless Mitch has something else to say about it, I got to go meet up with these guys.
No, he doesn't need you.
Well, I'm just trying to, I'm not trying to be a babysitter. I'm just saying, feel comfortable, you know?
Hey, Dan, thanks for coming in, buddy. Always,
You got
always
it.
good to see
Appreciate it,
you.
Dan.
Always good to see you.
Cheers,
Take
man.
care.
Catch you guys later.
All righty. Oh, that's where the noise was coming from.
From him?
It got quiet all of a sudden. Yeah, you know, he was out there in the. No, I still hear some blah, 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 blah stuff going on.
It
Hold
might
on
be
a
from
second.
my phone because the microphone and the speakers coming out in the same area,
Yeah. Okay. All right. No big
and
deal.
I
It's
don't
not
have
that bad.
headphones in.
It's not that bad.
You don't.
Yeah,
you
we
don't.
got.
You have. Oh, you have headphones up.
Gotta find them.
No, it's all right. It's too, don't worry. Don't worry
I'm
about
using
it.
a phone.
Don't
I'm
worry
just
about it
using the phone.
now. Don't worry about
Just
it
like
now
it.
because we're almost
Yeah, the
finished here
show's
for
almost
tonight
over.
anyway. Yeah, it's almost 10 o'clock. But yeah, well, listen, really nice to meet you, and hopefully I
Oh,
can get
thanks
over
for
there and
having me.
fly with you guys one day. We do
Thank
this.
you.
I do two. I do a Thursday night deal and the Sunday. Thursday night deal is kind of like just a community, but you know the guys get together. We just talk about different topics. A lot of camera. You know, I fly the Mavics, the camera drones too. And that's how I got started with this YouTube community. But I discovered FPV and never looked back. I just
Well, thank you.
I love it. I love the. I'm addicted to this FPV stuff now, and
Yes, it's very addicting. My wife hates it.
I'm an old bachelor, so I don't have to answer to anybody, which is great. And that wall, that picture that you see behind me is a photograph of my laundry room where I have all these drones hanging up all over the wall, and I'm running out of wall space now. So it's really a sickness. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah, well, I understand.
yeah, yeah.
I was up to 5 at one time, and then I just narrowed it down to I had a toothpick, a whoop, a 3-inch, and 3 5-inch, and then I just jumping from quad to quad to quad was messing me up because I'd have to adjust each time I went to a different quad. So then I just, after I broke my 3-inch, I just let it sit. After I broke one of the whoop, I just let it sit. The same with the toothpick, let it sit. Then I just got focused on my 5-inch, and then I was jumping from 4S to 6S, and I got tired of adjusting from that as well. So then I just went all 6S, and then it seems like my flights and the way I can control is a lot
More
better.
Yeah,
More
you're,
consistent.
you're absolutely right.
Instead of
You're
focus on
absolutely
5.
right. Absolutely right. If you fly the same quad all the time, like a race car driver drives the same car, he doesn't keep switching cars. He doesn't, you know, he
Correct.
and that's I know that I jump around a lot. To me, it's not as that important to become like that ace of a pilot. I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I really enjoy and always have enjoyed building and the technical side of this hobby, which is why I'm screwing around with Orange Cube RG Pilot flight controllers on huge helicopters now. I just like that. I like all that kind of stuff, and I like flying different kinds of things. So I would get bored just flying the same quad all the time because that's just me. But if I really wanted to be a ripping, competitive freestyle or race pilot, that is absolutely what you have to do. It's like flying
Well, I'm
that
not really
simulator.
trying to be. I'm not like trying to like make a living of it or nothing like that. But I want to be able to like if I see something, I want to know that with this quad I can do it.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So I want to be comfortable in one. And
It's
then,
like getting
I'm gonna-
your personal
I'm gonna-
car, the same thing. Basically, you just keep driving
Rick-
it, and you get to know what it can and can't do.
And Rick Halber has offered you an invitation to come back to our little party here whenever you'd like. It's
Awesome.
been nice. It's been very nice. Been very nice having you in, and nice to meet you.
We're
Like I
actually
say,
fun people, Chris,
ah,
and we like to have fun.
We're a bunch of old farts,
Uh,
but that's okay. You know, that's okay.
Some old, oh, did you get to see John Moore? That link I sent you? Mitch?
No, I haven't. I haven't had a chance to look. You know.
Check it out. That guy, I think he's close to you.
Yeah, I saw. I looked at his picture, and I'm saying, you know, he might be older than me. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I did. I did watch one of his videos. You know what it is about him? Hi Ed, how you doing, buddy? Ed, there he
Hey,
is.
Ed.
The thing about him, Carlos, I hear an echo coming from you, Ed.
Damn it, Jim.
Yeah, a little echo coming from your channel, but that's all right. We're almost done here. Carlos, he
Yes, sir.
is an engineer, okay, with spreadsheets
Yeah. He does
and
the whole, did you
data
see when he
and
does the whole
data
list?
and data and tests and test results. And if I ever get that anal about this, please shoot me.
No, but he does fly. He does fly him, though. You have seen him fly him, right?
Yeah, I saw him. He's pretty good. Yeah, and I would have
He does the
guessed
whole
he's about.
thrust test and everything. I like that.
I would guess he's about my age.
Close, right?
Close, yeah. But he's way takes and more power to him. That's just not who I am. I've never been.
Oh no! But I was just talking about FPV and flying. You know,
Yeah,
there's another.
yeah, no, he
there's
did
another
good.
old guy out there.
He did good, and he's up there with me. That we found out that XJet Bruce Simpson is 6 years younger than me. So
Okay.
I'm still and it's not like I really want to be the oldest FPV guy in the world. But how old do you think I am, my friend?
Chris.
Chris, how old do you think I am?
73.
Right on, man. You knew. Perfect. Good guess. Good
How old
guess,
is that
yeah.
other guy underneath him, Chris?
Oh, Ed, he looks 90, man.
How old is Ed, do you think?
Mitch
Give him
looks
some-
younger than me. That pisses me off.
What do you
Oh,
think,
you
Chris?
younger than Mitch?
No.
Am
he
I
younger
still
than
having
Mitch?
bad echo, or is it better?
Don't say anything. Guess his age, Chris. I'm curious as what you think.
Oh, I said 76.
Oh, wow. Ed.
Sorry.
Sorry, Ed. He thinks it's your cat. Even your cat's upset at that.
The cat is having issues now too.
Sorry, Ed.
No, Ed's a youngster.
I'm the youngest out of all of them.
Now, how old is just me, Hawk?
I
Oh,
say
he's young.
32, 34. 32, 34.
Oh, he's the baby right there. That's the baby,
Yeah.
just me, Hawk.
How old are you,
I'm
Mia?
45 tomorrow.
45.
tomorrow.
Happy
Boy,
birthday
hey,
to
good
me.
for you.
Hey, wait,
Good for
that's
you.
my wife's birthday, 25th, right?
Yes, sir.
I got shoes that old.
All right, so try to make me feel bad like Ed. How old do you think I am, Chris?
Hey, I wouldn't give you more than 50.
Say again?
I wouldn't give you more than maybe
Not more than 50?
53.
Did you think that?
I'll go 53.
I like
53.
You're the man.
He'll take 53. I'm sure he'll take
Yeah.
53.
It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell on these streams.
I'll be
anyway.
58. I'm catching up
Yeah,
to Ed.
yeah. Ed,
Okay, well, Ed thought I was
Ed,
32.
Ed, you're catching up to me though, aren't you, buddy?
What? Yeah, well, depends upon if you talk about looks. If you talk about looks, I done passed you, brother.
No, we're talking about just the sheer number, the numbers, man, just the numbers. Look at the guys in the chat are guessing. We ought to have a contest.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's-
be 58.
That's
September
all right.
21st. Old person. I feel good.
Well, at any rate, guys, I think we burned up these 2 hours, and
It was fun.
it's time to take the rest of the day off, as I usually give to you. Chris, good to see
Catch
you.
up
Nice to meet
again
you, man.
quick soon.
And,
Chris,
Good meeting y'all. Well,
6 p.m. Thursday, Old Guy in a Drone, and 8 p.m. Sunday.
Yeah, what I need you to do is email me your email address, and my email address is oldguyinadrone@gmail.com, and it's in the description of my videos. So and I'll put you on my
Okay.
list. So when I do a live stream out, it doesn't mean you have to come in or anything, but you know, I have a pretty
Yeah, if
long
I have
list.
time.
I send them out to guys. So this guy shows up one time, and we get somebody else another time, and we have a good time. So I'll put you on the list. Send me your email address.
Thank you. I will.
All right.
Everybody's
Thanks for coming
welcoming
in.
you to the chat in the stream, Chris. Anyway, let me say goodbye to Chris,
All right.
Ed, and Mitch. Catch up to
Okay,
you Thursday.
All right,
Carlos.
see y'all.
Catch you the next
well.
time, buddy.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right. Bye.
Later, y'all.
Okay, and Ed, good to see you. Where were you? You were a little late. For
I
the
was
party
here
tonight.
the whole time, man. I just
Well, but
came
I
in
mean-
the end because you all had a thing going, so I
Okay.
just was here.
Okay, all right.
But I
well,
wanted to
thanks.
see you face to face before you went off, okay?
Okay, thanks. Good to see you, buddy. You take care. And
You too, man. Later.
Keep doing those live stream things.
I'm going to do it. Later, man.
All right, I'll see you next time. And that just leaves me again, and just a little after 10. So for all you guys that are still hanging on, I see 15 says on one thing and 12 on another, but that's not bad for this kind. Night Train, thank you. RC Funds Diversion, thanks for coming in, buddy. Rick Halber, always an honor, you know, and Carlos, who else we still got in here? Ed, love my drones. John Spitzo, thanks for coming in. Art Carlson, thank you, my friend, for being here. And looking up to the Mr. Paul is up there at the top. Don't know if he's still here. Michael McReynolds, and I think that, and Chris, thank you for coming in, buddy. It was nice to meet you. Night Train, Bill Metro Drones, JDS Flying Canuck. If any of you guys are still around that I didn't call out, thanks for coming. Always glad to have you. And with that, I'm going to shut it down. Had a nice little show. Had a good time. 2 hours went by in a big hurry. So we'll bring in a little music to exit this thing. And we'll ask my trusty sidekick, Spank, the monkey, to say goodnight. Spanky, say goodnight to everybody.